Muting. Oh,
I
oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my
internet.
goodness.
What a
We're back.
beautiful morning.
Indeed. Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Storm Animus Adventures. Here we are. Um, I think we're just
once
gonna
again.
once again. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Um, last time.
And we're into it.
Last time, our intrepid band of adventurers, Storm Animus, started their plan to teleport the city of Taviran in the Feywild back to the material plane. And you infiltrated the city, dealt with a couple guards, and rested at Elodie's house. Afterwards, you perused the city and tried to figure out what was going on there with a strange pinkish miasma and discovered some help. And Salen, the disguised gold dragon, uh, agreed to assist you in your quest. You went to the center of town after some sneaking and deliberation and convinced Salen to make some sort of distraction, and he transformed into his golden dragon self and flew up to the second floor of the central tower and started wreaking havoc on the plants that were releasing this pinkish miasma. And most of the guards, distracted, you guys ran into this tower, went downstairs through several traps and doors, locked doors with some interesting defenses, and eventually found your way down into the basement of the tower where you guys discovered Anara, one of the leaders here in the fifth circle of Magtora. She was waiting there for you and made it pretty obvious that she was not very happy that your excursion outside of the city did not kill you.
How disappointing.
How disappointing.
Oh.
um, Before you guys engaged her, you tried to suss some information out of her, and it was clear that she was wary for some reason and did not trust you, and was careful with the way she was saying certain things. Um, and the negotiations ended up not going too well. Um, and eventually, Ortok made the first move and engaged combat. You guys fought a long, difficult fight, fighting three versions of primal elemental forms that she seemed to siphon off of the elemental essences that were planted in the altar. Defeating all three, but not before Aaron Wayland fell to an enormous thunderous blast from the primal storm. Finally defeating the Anara and the final form that she took, we left off as she snapped her eyes open after seemingly dying, and screaming for her life, a large, powerful voice entered the room and scolded her for her behavior. You all watched as her arms and legs and her whole body eventually started decaying rapidly, and you watched as her previously flawless skin started being taken over by these blackish tattoos that looked like two thorny vines in a double helix started encompassing her entire body. She screamed that she had done what she had done to prevent what was happening at that very moment, and eventually she was destroyed by whatever decay was taking over her. And as silence takes over the room and the voice that had permeated it disappears, that's what we're going to pick up tonight. So, Storm Animus, seeing your dead friend off in the corner and the now decayed body of Inara on the ground, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna rush over to Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah.
You run up to him. You see his clearly lifeless body just in a heap on the floor.
Oh no. Oh no. Gabriel. Gabriel.
And I like,
What's up?
I think we have a problem.
I'm. He doesn't know. Aaron was invisible the whole damn time.
Okay, I'll make us uninvisible. Or visible.
Aaron is visible, correct?
He is
So
visible,
now he is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll run up and be like, "Oh no."
I mean, I'm no expert in the medical sciences, but I'm pretty sure he's done. Is there
How
anything
badly busted up is the body?
Just a cursory glance, you see that the body is mostly intact. He's just got a lot of broken bones.
Okay.
He's still prettier than all of you.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do today for him.
All right,
Tomorrow,
well.
I'll pick him up.
Okay.
Then I'll how about we all gather around the altar.
Yeah, so I guess, do we know, is this altar the part of the machine, or is this just something?
All of her creation.
Yeah, you were told by Salen that the machine was down here. There doesn't appear to be any other exits to this room. And by the looks of the kind of large mechanical-like contraption that is suspended from the ceiling aimed at the altar, it looks pretty obvious that this is some sort of device.
Well, let's take 10 minutes and I can get everyone a little bit of healing. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm pretty banged up, literally.
Orchak's gonna move closer to this and bring Aaron's body as well.
Yep.
Just so that it's not away from us.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm going to take 10 minutes and cast Prayer of Healing.
Okay. Allure walks up really messed up. He's like dragging himself on the ground. He's like barely standing. He's like, so we did it. Oh, and he's like leans up against one of the walls. What the hell was that voice?
Oh boy, this is a lot to explain. Basically, there is in the material plane a bunch of demons, as we had already explained, and they are taking over the entire realm. It turns out that Inara was in cohorts with one of those devils, and I bet the dancing desk is probably run by those devils, in which case we're definitely going to want to move the city back here, or back to the material plane, to just in spite of them.
Okay.
You know, it's a lot to understand.
We saw the double helix tattoo kind of appear on her, right? Oliver?
Yes. Yes.
And I'm assuming we recognize the voice as what's her face?
Glacia?
Yeah, that's the one. No. No. My notes. I have one sidebar, one Microsoft Notes notepad that's like.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I can never find information.
It's become a Word. It's become a Word document.
It's huge. Oh my
Let's
gosh.
check the old tome here. What you need is a dilapidated notebook to keep all your D&D notes. Tradition, man.
Tradition. What? All right.
Being said, her name is Arya, the Withered One. Right?
Aaron says from beyond the grave.
Provided we have 10 uninterrupted minutes.
Yeah, let's get some healing
Yes. Yes, you have.
Well, seeing as Aaron is dead, you definitely have 10 interrupted.
going. Quiet.
So it is 11 hit points to everyone.
Cool.
All right.
Gab-
Yeah.
Gabriel, are you able to maybe bring our friend back from beyond the grave?
We'll have to wait a little bit, but I think so.
Should our mission wait?
I don't know about Atreus. As far as magic goes, I'm pretty tapped out for the day. Completely, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, I have magic left, but nothing that's gonna help Aaron.
Right. Do we want to get Yakan down here to operate the device?
Do we know where he is?
I can send him a message.
Yeah, do that. Very smart. And maybe we could take a quick hour, 30-minute break.
Do we think? Did we decide that we could trust him or not?
Well,
I think he's our only shot.
Oh, just so that we don't. I just don't want to not rest and then bring like a trap into us. So then.
I think Anara was manipulating the council. She made that kind of clear.
Initial feeling, I think we can trust Yukon. I'm just saying.
All right.
Okay, yeah, we can send him a.
All right. Perhaps we should take a short rest first.
Yeah, that's fair. We should maybe rest over in one of these here.
All right.
I find our way into one of these just so that we have a little bit better angle if somebody decides to surprise us.
Okay.
And I drag Aaron's body, of course.
Or yeah, do we hear anything? I guess because we just basically blew up the upstairs. Do we hear anybody coming downstairs or
Make a perception check.
any
I'll join him in that if I can.
Sure.
Ooh, a natural 20.
Never mind.
First.
Atreus hears
No need.
You hear a uneasy silence coming from above. It's you expect to hear fighting or footsteps or something, but you don't hear anything.
I guess I'll pass it along. Yeah, maybe they're waiting for us to come back up, or waiting for her to come back up, or give some signal.
I think if
Maybe
we
they-
make the first move and contact Yukon, it'll catch him off guard, and we might be able to have him sneak in here.
Or maybe they're in shock.
Maybe. I mean, we're pretty shocking.
No, they've been potentially released. This is useless speculation. And this is this short rest.
Okay, yeah, let's just.
Okay. So you guys just want to do a short rest?
Yes.
All right. So
4, 5, 4.
for the sake of brevity, the short rest goes by. Nobody comes downstairs. You don't hear any additional sounds, and you can roll your hit dice and get your short rest benefits.
Where's my D12? There you are. Sweet. Awesome.
The only one that's used a D12.
It's true. There's like no other reason to like use a D12 otherwise.
Do, do, do.
Rolling so well, and now I'm rolling so bad.
You have tempted the gods.
Yeah.
The sound of dice. The sound of dice.
Clicky math rocks. Must have them more.
Yes.
Was that like a kip? Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Was that his name? Kip?
Yes.
I don't know how I remember that.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Pure fact.
All right, I am way
Indeed.
better.
I don't know my 251s, but I can quote that movie that I've seen exactly like 4 times ever.
If you know your ones, you know your 251s. There you go.
Cool.
That's true.
Jazz.
Spoken from a master of jazz. Yeah. It's jazz with Adam.
You know, what's funny is they say we're masters of jazz, but the more that I learned about jazz, the more I realized I was not a master of jazz.
It's true. It's very true. Getting good at
No.
jazz is just realizing you're not that good at jazz. Fuck.
And ain't that the truth? Oh God.
I
Alright.
Alright.
love music.
So this hour passes, you patch each other up, and take a moment to collect yourselves, gather your thoughts, and now the rest of the day is yours. What would you like to do?
What should I say to Yakan just to come down here? And that's it.
We are at the machine and would like to speak to you.
Alright.
Alone? Alone?
Oh, the lever, Yakan.
Wrong lever!
What hump?
Alright, I will cast Sending. I think I have that. Hold on. Yep, I will cast the Sending.
Okay. And what is your message?
Yakan, this is Gabriel of Storm Animus. We're down in the basement by the machine.
16.
Please come see us. Alone.
21.
You can respond to this message.
At your earliest convenience. 25.
A few seconds pass, and you hear an elvish response, but due to the nature of the spell, you understand its meaning. I read the spell. I was like,
Dang, I just remembered that. Okay. It doesn't speak out it.
He says, I'm being held hostage on the first floor. Be careful.
Good to know. So slight hiccup, problem-esque. He's being held hostage on the first level of the tower.
God, this is just... It's never easy with these people. Good God.
Ortok kicked something with his foot.
Just Aragorn frustration style.
All right.
Now, down here, there are the primal elements. They're in the table, right?
They are set into the altar, yes.
Are they removable?
You tried to remove them during the battle and were unable to.
So we don't have to worry about them going anywhere.
Yeah, if I remember right, you
Basically.
rolled like a 22 and were still unable to remove it.
Yeah.
So
No,
All
I
right.
thought it was a
in-
26 or something.
it was really high.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was a lot.
That's not moving.
Gabriel or Atreus.
Hmm.
If so, I have this bag.
And I show them the bag of holding.
There's no air inside. But if we put a dead body, which you can hold, do you think it would be okay?
I
Mitch is shaking his head, but
I'm actually swaying back and forth in my chair. And
Oh,
because
okay.
Only
Like
my,
you're like-
because my upper torso, like my head is like the only thing visible. It looks like I'm going, nope.
well, does
But really, his inner child is just showing, which is
can he fit in the bag of holding?
You can
How
fit
big's the-
bodies in there. It's a stretch, but you can.
Okay.
all right. Well,
As I have a
Or he
backup
can-
plan. If you feel it would not be conducive to his body.
I could just put my goggles on and like weekend at Bernie's me. That'll be great.
Actually, I'm just gonna say my plan because I think it's hilarious. Ortok like runs over here real quick, examines the suit of armor.
Okay.
Is it like empty and wearable?
Yeah, it's like an ancient looking form of elven mithril.
Okay. Is it completely like if you were to put someone in it, they wouldn't be recognized?
I mean, you could see the face because it's like there's like a vertical slit that goes up and then parts for the eyes.
I don't think anybody would notice if we just shoved them in here. I mean, those are two good options. You shove them in a bag or shove them in the armor. It's
Question: does my AC go up?
Aaron comes alive.
Do we have enough? Do we have to lose anything in the bag if we put them in there?
no.
It probably wouldn't hurt him at all if we put him in the bag.
All right, let's do
As
it.
far as our chances of bringing him back, that's
Or what do you need of him to bring him back?
his body.
All of it, or
All of it would be preferable.
okay.
Just chop them up into tiny pieces in case
Well,
we
I'm-
lose
I'm
a
just
piece.
one-
We can
yeah.
just use the other one.
Is this that expression we were discussing called sarcasm or
Yes,
a joke?
but also no.
Or
All right.
Well,
and
yes,
I'm gonna-
but actually, no.
I'm gonna start shoving Aaron into the
So-
bag of holding.
it's not, no longer sarcasm. Okay.
All right. With a little bit of jostling and contorting him a little bit, you manage to shove Aaron's dead body into the bag of holding.
So-
Aaron,
We didn't just.
how much do you weigh?
Oh shit. What did I put that down at some
Weapons.
point? Let's say
weapons armor?
it's like almost 6 feet. He's life and muscular. What would that be? Like 170? I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
180.
170.
You have a weight on your character sheet.
And he has weapons.
Of
and
this one.
armor.
Yeah, plus the weapons and the armor would probably. Because what kind of armor do you have?
Probably started leather.
That is studded leather of lightning resistance, which probably would have come in handy that I remembered that was a thing. But that's not what would have killed him. So
For the sake of ease, let's say he's a clean 250 with all of his stuff.
Clean 250 with all of his stuff. Whew, we can do it.
I don't want to meta. I don't want to meta game, but well, no. Go ahead.
You're dead.
I just you don't might need to think about the.
Oh, you got a ton of money on you, yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Well, then
so
it's safe in the bag.
before Ortok puts you in, he's gonna be like, I'm just gonna take this for later, just in case. Put on the
money belt.
satchel, the money belt, which that actually doesn't weigh
It doesn't
any
weigh
more or
anything.
less.
It's just a belt. Yeah.
I think. Do I have a belt?
The belt is like a bag of holding.
You got a belt
It's
already,
like
right?
an extra dimensional
Can
money.
I humbly request, last request of the dead, that Ortok wear the money as a Chewbacca.
Like, yeah. I was thinking the same thing. Ortok takes it off and it's just like doesn't fit around his waist. It's just like,
All right. I think
Amazing.
we're ready.
Uh,
Do we want to go and rescue him, or do we want to find a place to lay low and? No, that's involved.
I think we gotta go. We
'cause
don't have
I-
much time.
They're probably waiting for us though.
Well,
Should
if
we
you
wait?
have any Ooh. Aaron has an explosive device around his neck.
And he has that owl. Can we control that owl or no?
He's attuned to it. You'd
Oh,
have to attune
okay.
to it.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
We don't want to blow up your con. So,
fair.
I was gonna say we could use the owl though to go upstairs and kind of scope things out.
this is true.
Yeah, I assume things become unattuned once the
Yes.
attuned person is out of tune.
So we would need to reattune the owl.
You could, if you wanted to spend the half an hour to attune to it and then send it up. You could do that.
Let me, are we doing this? I can get his body back out. Easy.
Sure.
All right.
So I get his body and it just falls over the floor.
All right, you can rummage through his stuff and eventually find the owl in its stone form. You guys can spend the half an hour attuning to it.
Yeah, well, when you guys do it, I'm, no.
I think I have a spot left.
You do? Good, because I don't.
It's three slots.
Yeah, I got the cloak and the ring. That's it.
Okay. So Atreus takes the
Ow.
time to attune to the owl, and it after that half an hour, you can invent your power word to activate it, and then so what would you like your activation word to be?
Oh, jeez, I don't know. What was it
What did
before?
Elon Musk name his baby?
Yeah, that's what it's gonna be.
Elon's
It was,
like his kid name. Wait, I can't.
Oh, you don't know this yet?
Yeah, can you even pronounce it? Like, what was it?
I don't know how to
X.
actually say it.
Yeah, what is that AE thing called?
I forget what it's called, but Aaron named the owl Aberforth.
X-A12 is the name of the baby.
Okay.
What's the owl's name? Aberforth?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be the activation word.
Okay. So you're activating them and sending them scouting upstairs. Is that the deal?
Yeah, so that how it worked, where you can see what it sees.
It can telepathically communicate with you. You can't see through it.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we'll send it up. Well, I guess we don't know what's going on, so maybe once we find something, we can steer them around a little bit.
We'll have to go further through or closer. We'll have to leave this room.
I'm gonna shove Aaron's body back in the bag. Also, just to be clear.
All right.
I'm just picturing it as like that awkward putting a pillow back in a tight pillowcase situation. Yeah.
Son of a Jolly Rancher extruder.
Yep.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
All right. So sending the owl upstairs, it first goes from its small, solid state into this large, beautiful barn owl. And hearing your mental command, it flies from whence you guys came. Moving upstairs, it moves through all the doors, telling you what it's doing along the way, saying that there's nobody around. And it gets to the first floor. Flies in that atrium that you guys entered through. And says that there's a big double door that's slightly ajar. And you guys know this door to be the one that leads to kind of the area that's big and open and has a basically they were holding that kind of town hall meeting, open forum sort of thing that you guys went to that one time. And peeking through there, the owl tells you that there are there are 2 figures in 2 of the 5 chairs, bound there in ropes, but no other figures in that room. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pass that along. Should we have them go anywhere else, or?
Would the 2 figures can describe the figures?
I'm gonna double check the limitations of this. Wonders. I think it's the telecommunication is only one way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, obeys your spoken commands. So it can telepathically communicate with you at any range, but it's only from it to you, not you to it.
Okay, well, I think that's all we're gonna get till he comes back.
Okay. So he doesn't tell you too much else as the owl finishes its round on the first floor. There's just a couple other side rooms, looks like more private chambers, and eventually the owl flies back down to the lower level where you guys are and perches nearby.
So now that he's back, can I ask him what the figures look like?
Sure.
Okay.
In your mind, you hear that there are 2 figures. One is an elderly elven man, kind of hunched and a little bit weak looking, and the other appears to be a satyr-looking figure, short and with hooved legs.
Okay. Do we want to go get them since they're the only two in the room?
I'm guessing it's a trap.
I think it's a trap.
But yeah, I mean, we either get them or risk waiting, I guess. I don't know.
I wonder if there's a way for our little owly friend to untie or like
Oh yeah, how were they
bind.
bound by rope or?
Yep, they're bound by rope into the chairs.
It could be that same thing that Golos did. They might not actually be right
Real?
there.
Yeah.
He might be on the first floor, like he said, but he might not be in that area.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that confirmation?
Sorry.
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
I was thinking of something else entirely.
Okay.
Well, we could send the owl back, give him a dagger, so he can cut the ropes if it's real.
Oh yeah, give it. Yeah. Let's try that.
He also has a sharp beak.
Sure. Okay, he can use his beak, I guess.
Owl with a dagger.
Wait, we need a
Oh, come
dagger. I
on,
don't
you're
have
not going to
one.
use the dagger?
Okay, yeah, we'll use the dagger.
All right. So I dump Aaron's body out of the bag again, and I rummage around looking for
Can't
a
you just-
dagger.
Can't you just call up a dagger? Like, it's not like they're tied to me.
I don't think it works that way.
You just call for
Exactly
him,
how-
and he comes up naked, just.
Oops.
So
So-
one of Aaron's many daggers you can take from him.
Okay, and then I stuff his body back into the bag. folder.
It's the most gruesome vending machine.
Then we stuff him back. It's great. The best body bag ever.
Okay, so you have the owl take the dagger, and tell it to go upstairs and try and cut the ropes. That's my understanding, right?
Yep.
Okay. The owl makes the trip again, flying upstairs, moves into the large town hall open area, and moves closer to Yakan. Then the owl, Atreus, you hear in your mind say, "The old man is telling me to stay away." And he looks frantic when I get close.
I think this is.
So maybe he knows that it's a setup or something. Or something.
Or maybe he's trapped himself magically.
I think there's an explosive involved. That's my bet.
Let's go.
Who is our I forget our dragon friend's name. He said he might be able to figure this out. Maybe we can call him.
Maybe we just go up there.
I think that's the better option.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll do it and
Okay.
we'll talk about it and we'll do it live.
We're doing it live.
Fuck it.
So do we want to explore the room that he's in or look around elsewhere?
I'd say.
And he's telling us to stay away, but we don't know why.
Yeah. If it's magical, I might be able to dispel it. Do I have that? I can either send a message to the dragon, or I can potentially dispel something. That's all I can do.
I
one or the
say
other.
we dispel it with the dispel.
If that's the case.
Otherwise, if it's mechanical, then I'll just run right into it and it'll be done. It'll be great.
Right. Let's go then.
Okay,
Let's go.
you guys are heading upstairs.
Yes, sir.
So, you find your way back through the various doors that you had to bypass to get here. Find your way to the first floor atrium and look into the large open circle of Magtora Hall. You go up to the main stage. Get about 50 feet away, Yakan, looking very out of it, drowsy, worn, withered, sees you finally, and he starts like he's bound, gagged, in his stately chair, and he eyes wide, like and he kind of nods over towards one of the other chairs, past the satyr, who you know as Lady Sif, the satyr that met with you with Golos, to discuss you guys going outside the city. She stands there motionless as if asleep, her eyes closed, also looking withered. But next to Sif, there's a chair that is strewn about the floor with a large black scorch mark on the floor.
Oh. I will cast Detect Magic.
Okay. Detecting magic, you notice that there are 3 different obvious magical effects going on. One is some sort of evocation enchantment that's basically straight underneath Yakan. There is some sort of glyph symbol that has been very well concealed in a ring around him. There is a equally dangerous looking glyph underneath Lady Sif's chair as well. However, you do notice that at the same time, Lady Sif's image appears to be just that, an illusion.
Yep. All right. So Lady Sif is not really there, and there is a very large bomb under Yakan.
Did I not say I thought there was an explosive involved? For the record, I called it Ortok.
And I will attempt to dispel the evocation Kabumi.
Okay. I need you to do a spell ability check.
Dope. And I cannot cast Be Better, so ability. So it's just what is it? Just add my modifier with a d20.
And your proficiency bonus.
Ooh.
Much proficiency, much bonus.
Oh yes, 22.
22. So, you grab onto this invisible arcane magic that's underneath Yakan and force your divine power into its threads and slowly disintegrate it from this side. And you all watch as a bright red and golden glow just shatters underneath Yakan, but produces no fire or explosion. It just kind of dissipates into the air and vanishes.
I look around. Is there any other Kabumas?
The same as enchantment is underneath Lady Sif's chair. Other than that, there's nothing.
Right, there's also a bomb under Lady Sif's chair, but she's not there. But do I get a sense that how close I can get to this thing before it just goes kablooey?
You're not sure. You're not exactly sure exactly what spell it is.
All right. Do I get a sense by the scorch mark from the other one?
Oh, sure. Make an investigation check.
I don't want to get close to it. I just I want to give it a wide berth.
Sure, it's the same thing.
Investigation. Investigatory. 12.
12. I mean, you still.
Fire!
It's not that hard. The scorch mark on the ground is about a 15-foot like sphere.
Oh, how?
Are they
So-
spaced out farther?
Yeah.
They're spaced out. They're spaced out.
So, Yukon is not within 15 feet of Sif.
Correct.
Okay.
Probably safe.
Hello. Or talk. Do you want to go get him?
Yeah, I'd do it. Here, why don't you? I'm a little concerned for my own safety, so why don't you take this?
And I drop the bag of holding by him, and then I drop the money as well, because that's important. And I make my way over to Yukon.
I suggest you approach from that way. It's further away from the glyph.
Wise. Oh, wait.
And I grab the immovable rod quickly
Okay. All right,
for
so you got the
quick escapes.
you got the rod.
All right.
And then I work my way. I'm assuming you mean you point out a path that's like around the edge of the.
Or where you're approaching him with the from that it's like furthest out of that radius
Yeah.
from the other one. So,
From the other one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna do that.
That's easy enough. You make your way up to Yukon, which is one of the further right chairs. He looks, he looks withered. He's not exactly present. He kind of freaks out a little bit as you approach him, but doesn't seem to be able to put out much of a reaction at this point. But you do make it up to his chair safely. Nothing happens.
Yukon, I'm going to remove your mouth thing right now.
And then I remove his mouth thing.
Okay.
The gag.
Move the gag, and he does. Do any of you speak Elven?
God damn.
shit. Celestial and common.
No.
He starts speaking a bunch of Elvish gibberish.
Can the bird translate?
No, it only speaks the language of the person that.
Oh,
actually-
okay.
it actually
Yeah,
does-
it'd be only one way thing.
Can I
Okay.
try speaking to him and saying, "What are you saying?" in Common, Orcish, and Dwarven?
He looks at you in confusion.
Oh wait, no, I speak Elfish.
Oh wait.
Oh wait.
I don't know where that came from. Okay.
Okay. Atreus, you understand him. He just says, "I don't know what you did, but thank you. We need to get out of here."
I
Who's
don't
we?
know what you are saying. I'm going to grab you and move you back.
As I go.
Oh wait,
to
well I
pick-
can hear him across the room, right? Or is he speaking too softly?
Oh no, you can hear him.
Okay. I'll just say, Ortak's gonna bring you over to us. Gabriel, I'll point to Gabriel, disarmed, or, yeah, dispelled the explosion. The spell.
Okay.
So I pick him up and I take the same route that I took to get to him, but back.
I'll ask him who's we.
Anyone that's not a part of whatever's going on here. We need to go. We need to go.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant like you knew others in here. Okay.
We could we could go down to the basement and barricade ourselves in.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good
That
idea.
could work. That could work.
Or I'll ask him. The machine's in the basement, right?
Yeah, we were
Yes.
just-
Okay. So, should we head down there?
Wait, what? So, did you retrieve it? Do you have the Primal Earth?
I'm sorry, man. I just noticed.
That's just like, I'm just here playing with my cat until I get back to life. Sometime in the next 3
Anyway.
episodes.
Yeah.
3 episodes. We just drag him along forever.
Man, he's
Weekend
much
of Bernie
quieter.
style.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
ring up
Mitch
like a
couldn't
bunch
play-
of immovable rods to make him erect. So that he can like
Ugh.
stand.
But
That'd be
anywho,
terrifying.
Yeah, I'll tell him that we have it and it's safe.
Oh, good.
We found the other elements in the basement.
And they've been there for a while, so good. This means that we can use the device whenever we need to.
Okay, should we head down there?
While they're talking, I want to be by the door listening to see if anybody is coming at us or
yeah, I was
around
gonna
us
say,
or
I was gonna be playing Sentry the whole time.
Sure.
yeah, I guess we both are. So
Perception checks then.
woo, 17.
Nice.
23.
Okay, fine.
So both of you hear a sound for the first time, and it's the sound of something that's like far off, like outside the front door. And you hear the sound of like, basically, you've heard, Ortok especially has heard this sound before, and that's a man that cannot hold his liquor. But you hear many different people just
retching.
like retching from outside.
Oh.
You guys, something very strange is happening outside. I don't think we have much time. We should probably find our way to the basement immediately.
Yeah, it's probably good. Then we can barricade ourselves in there.
Okay, so you guys are heading downstairs.
Do I see anyone outside?
Yeah, are there windows?
No windows from this perspective in the main atrium. It's just the large doors. They're still slightly open. You don't see anyone. They're not open very far.
How
You
about
guys head to the basement. I'm gonna see if I can find a window and see what's going on outside. If there's a large mob, we could have a problem.
Okay. So,
Yeah, so
Atreus, Gabriel, and Yakan start heading downstairs. Ortok, you start searching the first floor for windows. Eventually, you come across one of the side rooms that has a window in it. Beautiful stained glass, partially ajar. And you see in the town square, where you guys had distracted or cleared out many of these guards, minotaurs and satyrs, you see about 10 minotaurs and satyrs on their knees or rolling on the ground, pale in the face, either vomiting or coughing, holding their heads like they have intense headaches, and being otherwise immobile in the town square.
is there anyone around them? Is it just
No, those are the only figures you see. You do notice that the pinkish miasma has all but cleared at this point.
okay?
it's like
Any sign of our dragony friend?
Make a perception check.
Ooh, that's a 4.
For looking around, you don't see any obvious sign of a big dragon or his small gnomish
What's more obvious than a big dragon? A big shiny dragon. Okay, I'm gonna head to the basement.
Okay.
And when I get there, relay that information.
Okay. As you guys get down through those last main set of doors, what are you all doing?
Barricading for now.
Okay.
I think.
With how?
Yes. I'm just gonna put my foot in front of it like a doorstop. No.
Because it's all glass doors, right?
They're stained
Magic.
glass doors with big metal frames.
Okay. Maybe this is less of a. But they're magical, right?
This last door was just a simple lock.
Okay.
The previous doors were those like elemental magical shields that you guys had to penetrate, but this door did not have that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check the movable rod. Well, does it open in or out?
It opens towards the altar.
Okay, so if I throw the
in there.
movable rod there, it's not gonna
Yeah,
do anything.
the rod will be in the way. Yeah.
Cool. I will do that in an attempt to barricade ourselves in.
Shut the doors. They close with a loud clang, and you put the rod right up against the middle of the two and click it into place, solidly blocking the doors.
Atreus, could you ask Yakan how many of the council are left?
Yeah, I'll ask how many of the council are left.
I was told a terrible tale by Inara that Golos had been killed by you, and he looks at Ortok.
Me?
And
Little me?
I thought about it for some time, and it just didn't seem right to me. But regardless, Golos seems to be gone.
I'll point out that he was sent to kill us.
That seems more probable. He seems to be taken over by a bit of sadness. The explosion, or the remnants of it that you saw there, were Aiden Nightvine's attempts at escape. He was incinerated. I don't know of I don't know of Inara's whereabouts, and
She's over there. That's right. I don't know what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming Atreus is translating.
Yeah, I guess I'll be kind of passing it along as he's
sure.
Okay.
Well, Inara, we should maybe. Atreus, could you just tell him that Inara's not really a problem anymore? And then we
well, he didn't say she was a problem.
Oh,
Just that she doesn't know where she is, so I don't know if we should really say anything.
If we're gonna move this whole city,
I'm just saying this to Atreus, not Yakan.
if we're gonna save this whole city, we should probably be honest.
About what
As
happened.
much as I hate honesty.
Be like she was.
So
the one behind
I guess
all of
does.
this.
Oh, what were you say, Gabriel?
She was. Just tell him everything that she was the one behind all this. Stole the primal earth away to keep the city here. And she's-
Yeah. Does he have anything else to tell us before he finishes, or is he
Ask-
kind of done?
He's really confused. I just randomly, these minotaurs came through and started apprehending people, and that's when I knew that something was wrong with Inara's story about Golos. And Lady Sif, that thing on the chair is clearly an illusion, and I don't know what's going on.
Do you think she's one we can can trust? Because yeah, we haven't seen her.
We've had a kind of relationship for the past 50 years or so, so I trust her, but I don't know. Um, she's gone, and I'm worried about her, but also what is with this illusion? I don't understand.
Yeah, we haven't come across her yet either. So yeah, then I guess I'll start telling them the truth about Golos was sent out to kill us, but yes, we did end up killing him.
Self-defense.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
make a
after the fact.
make a persuasion check for me once.
24.
All right. He looks at you. He says, "I can tell you're sincere. This is all very troubling. I knew there was tension in the council, but I didn't know that it was something this pernicious. So, what are you doing here? What's
Well, we went out to get the Primal Earth, as you know.
As many people have.
Yeah, then so that's what we found out too, is that when people go out to find it, we think Golos was sent out to kill them every time, or somebody, someone was sent out. But Allure came out with us and helped. Golos actually killed him, but with the help of Gabriel, brought him back. And then we returned here, so we do have the Primal Earth, and we are coming here. And then this is when we found out all the stuff about Inara. And I'll kind of explain our side of it, like how she's, from what we can tell, she's behind all this. And then I'll point to wherever her body is, so point it out, and, then after that we called out to you, and here we are.
I thought people were actually happy here. Was growing complacent and actually rather ambivalent to returning. I wanted you to get the Primal Earth simply as a point of pride, to have all of the primal elements in one place, and to know that the device could be used if we really someday needed it. But this is all too much. Too much. I think we need to see to my people. I don't know what's going on up there. If you've truly defeated her, and he kind of catches a glimpse of her basically decomposed body at this point, then at least the mastermind behind this is gone. But, well, before anything, I am in your debt. And he gives a deep bow to you guys. Still looking weak. He says, I'm so lost at this at this moment. What do you need from me? What do you want? And what should our next move be? And he kind of sits down on one of the higher stones and just puts his head into his hands.
I'll the first thing should be to the people, because at the moment they're all vomiting from what we could hear.
Yeah, we'll
Minotaurs,
explain to him what
actually.
Oratex. What do you say?
I said just the Minotaurs. I didn't see any people, just the Minotaurs were all vomiting.
Yeah, let's pass that along to him. See if he knows anything.
I don't know anything about why they might be feeling ill. I felt a little ill not too long ago, maybe half an hour, but maybe an hour ago.
There was a big plant a few floors up that we kind of destroyed. I don't know if that's...
Maybe it's withdrawal.
That's what I was kind of thinking.
Could be. Ask Yukon if he's heard of Aria the Withered One. Or Glacia. I can't remember which one. It's one of the two.
Arya the Withered One, I think, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's who is sending, so...
I've not heard the first name, but the Withered One comes up with some of the forces that oftentimes are outside the city. Gnolls usually associate with her in some sort of... It's in a cultish way. In worship, oftentimes they're referenced as giving up a little bit of themselves for some sort of power exchange. But that's all I've really heard. Often, we usually just dispatch of them when they got too close to the city.
Well, maybe we should say that Aria was controlling Anara.
Or trying to.
Or Anara was hiding from her, using the city to hide from her, something like that.
And she thought someone sent us here, too.
Starting to think that she thought Arya sent us.
Yeah.
I cannot speak to any of that. I just know that certain groups outside of the city sometimes revered her or did some sort of religious-like interpretation of the Withered One.
Gabriel is going... No, we already did that. Never mind.
You said outside the city?
Yeah, roving groups like Gnolls that
Like Gnolls.
weren't particularly civilized enough to be a part of what we have going on here.
That's fair.
But it's, I guess, proven that perhaps we weren't civilized enough to have this.
Well, be as it may, we believe that Aria's influence may run deep in the religion that Anara had put forth, in that perhaps it is time that your city took itself back from that religion's control. Step one, move the city back to the material plane and reclaim its independence from the Demon Scourge. My opinion.
Make a persuasion check.
Please check my modifier.
Make it with advantage.
Come on.
19.
There you go.
This place is
The diplomat's dead body is your lucky charm.
Aaron spills out of the bag. Damn it! Golos' horn spills out just at this moment.
Oh yeah, we still have.
Yukon's like, I don't think so.
If this corruption in our very society is as deep as you think, and I'm inclined to believe you, removing ourselves from this place and returning to our old ways, using the arsenal that we've built up over these couple hundred years here, might be what we need to return to our former glory. I will help you with this.
Literally 7 months of just.
Of
Otak's
just-
like, oh god. Okay.
So what do you, besides the Primal Earth, what do you need from us?
The Primal Earth. He looks around the room. And 12 hours. Takes time to charge her up.
Gabriel just immediately kind of deflates a bit and goes into a restful state. Just
Alrighty then.
Orsak goes into the bag of holding, grabs the Primal Earth, and says,
Oh, where do you want it?
He holds out his hands.
This is really heavy.
Oh,
Oh.
old memory. Set it in the receptacle here on the altar.
Gotcha.
and then I do that.
Set in there. Suddenly, the room shakes as the energy off the primal earth gets drawn into the altar. All 4 of the elements grow brighter and alight in their little bowls or inlays inside of this altar. The large spire-like contraption that juts from the ceiling starts to glow, and thin lines of arcane energy start webbing its way through the entirety of this room. Dust from places all over gets shook loose as you all cough a little bit from the air suddenly being thick with dust. And then the whole room is alight with this golden and blue light. And you hear a whirring sound as Yukon starts pressing various runes that are on the altar's face. Turns a few different stones into place. About a 10-minute process goes by. He looks up with a grin on his face. So just nods. It's been 500 years. It's good to see it again. That's it. 12 hours. And we'll be ready.
We will wait. I say we set up a barricade.
And
Yeah, what is it pretty complicated what needs to happen next after the 12 hours or no?
Well, not really. We just enter the final code, which of course I only know, and a few others. And then, well, hold on to your dinner because it's gonna get a little rough.
Well, good thing everyone else's stomach is empty.
Good.
Would you share the code with us just in case we do get bombarded? when something happens.
Sure.
Oh, shit.
That seems prudent to me.
It's a city, not a yo-yo.
He gives you the Elven runes. It's just 5, just like arcane numbers. And it's 6, 5, 2, 5, 3.
I have the same
Okay,
photo
so I'll
in my
pass that
luggage.
along to everybody, just so just in case. We all can kind of get out of here.
All right. Well, if you don't mind, I think I'm gonna rest. It's been a day. So,
I believe we're going to start a long rest.
everyone like to take a long rest?
I think so. Yeah, did we
Yes.
get do we have to do anything to barricade it up more? Or...
We have
That's
an
up to you.
immovable rod in front of the door.
It's true. Because it's made of glass, I'm a little concerned, and I might still just barricade. Just chuck a couple chairs and
Yeah.
Desks.
There's a lot of random objects in here. There's barrels, chairs, desks, bookshelves.
yeah, just to barricade it up really well.
Okay.
Then Ortok will definitely take one of the watches.
Okay.
So
Does anyone have
The-
that darkness spell? So you can cast it over the glass area. Again.
Nope. I don't have that.
Okay. Yeah, all I got is minor stuff that can cover.
are there any dead bodies?
Oh, there's dead satyrs.
Oh, I'm gonna just rub their blood all over the windows so that nobody can see.
Sure.
Ortok has a little too much fun with it.
Ah!
Hopefully, Grokon's not watching.
Finger painting.
Thank God.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, the evening goes by with no interruptions. The door is not knocked upon or attempted to be opened. Your 8 hours of sleep, full of tension for sure, but you still get through it without any interruptions. You all awaken in the morning, fully rested.
Dope.
Awesome. I love that.
All right. So there are 4 hours remaining before we go.
Can you bring Aaron back yet, or no?
I am. See, Gabriel just looks at you quick and goes, "I'm preparing my spells," and
Okay.
he's kind of like, "Doo doo doo."
Give me a second, guys.
More or less what is being said. Yeah. Where did it go? There it is. Beacon of hope. That's not it. So, all right. I'll say. I need his body now. Pizza.
There you go. I got the body out. Yeah.
Okay, so just give me an hour, and I will lay Aaron out in. Where is a good place? Kind of like 15 feet away from the altar. There-ish.
Okay. Sounds good.
And I will start drawing out the rune. I'll lay him out real nice, arms crossed, all that kind of ceremonial stuff, and I'll put the 500 GP diamond on his chest, and I'll start doing the ritual casting of Raise Dead.
You all watch as Gabriel starts putting out these beautiful runes around him, set in this like dignified pose, and sets the diamond upon his chest. Towards the end of the hour, a bright glow starts to surround Aaron. Aaron.
I was gonna say, like, to just because flavor and I like to do that. So I was gonna, at the end of it, I was gonna touch the diamond and cast daylight on it.
Okay.
And then while it's glowing, I'm gonna say, Aaron, I know where you're going. Might be a little frightening, but I've lit the way home. Just follow the light.
Okay. Aaron.
Hi.
Your last memory was being knocked out by an immense gust of wind and a crack of thunder. Blackness had taken over your vision. You sat there in the void for a long time. And slowly the light starts to peer into your eyelids, and you slowly crack them open, and you look down and see you're not wearing the same thing that you remember. Your wing pack is gone, your weapons are gone, and you're wearing...
The money is gone!
You are wearing a nobleman's suit, like you would wear to a party. A little bit older in style, a little like ruffly on the chest, and a little bit more velvety in the jacket and things like that. There are, like, finally your vision gets a little bit better, and you look around and you see what appears to be a grand ballroom. Gorgeous chandelier suspended from a high vaulted ceiling, marble everywhere, white and resplendent. And you hear the sound of music playing from a set of bards off in the corner, servants pattering back and forth, bringing meals to some other nobles that are sitting down at different tables. A familiar place to you, not in its like the exact location, but a familiarity to the situation around you. But it's probably the most gorgeous, like, nobleman's keep that you've ever seen. And within this music, you hear a familiar, haunting, but beautiful voice from behind you. It just says, "Oh, hello, Aaron. A little early, you think?" And you turn around to see a mature woman with a long black dress, a iron crown upon her head, and a oversized raven perched upon her shoulder. She approaches you with a dancer's grace and puts out her hand and says, "Come, have a dance with me."
Is there a drink?
If you kind of like put up your, like, the signal for a servant can, like, pat her up really quick and give you
Cool.
a glass of champagne.
Cool. I down it in one gulp and then get up and do the. I mean, other than that, he's gonna adhere to, like, every high courtly mannerism. You know the whole drill. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, He knows the drill. He knows the drill. He's doing the drill.
She approaches you and gives a nod to the raven. The raven flies off up into the rafters of this large vaulted ceiling. And you take her waist in her hand and start swaying back and forth in the middle of this dancing space, this ballroom. And she says, "You seem busy, well, and accomplished."
I still coming to terms with I got here. The big scary world out there. I'm but one man with two swords. But seems there are forces out there that even my wit cannot handle.
Well, I had not. My vision is deep and far-seeing, but I had not foreseen this. You are the author of your chapter, and that is why I chose you.
Well, according to my tutors, I was never the best writer. More of a physical education kind of kid. He knows it's the Raven Queen, right? It's not like some mystery thing going on right now.
No. You've seen this woman's face before. Pale, mature, but beautiful. And her touch is kind of cold, but not clammy. And her dress, as you're dancing with her, you notice that kind of on the interior of some of the fabric, it looks like you're peering into infinity. Like there is a sense of just like the whole universe contained within a small space. As you look at this person. Dancing with.
So is this? Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I'll just come back into character if we go. Okay. So is this it then? Is this the afterlife promised to some?
I am not one that gives people their afterlife. I just simply usher them to the right place. And this is what I thought perhaps would be the best way for you to linger for a moment and grapple with your situation.
Indeed. I've had a thought or two about that. First things first, though, I feel I must tell you. People don't really wear the ruffled collared sleeves anymore.
I'll take note. She's definitely dressed in this more like gothic style, little romantic, overdone sort of style that's throughout this, like the entirety of this noble setting.
Yes.
So
tell me, is this it then? Like, do I get to? There's no second chances, no re-rolling of the dice.
You have cast your dice, Aaron Wayland, and they have led you here. But you have done well. You have cleared my vision of the south of the Forgotten Forests. It is now clear to me and whatever force that was clouding my vision is gone.
I'm glad to be of service, but what about my visions? What about what I wanted to accomplish? Still to be undone. A mother in chains. A friend's soul captured for eternity unless I do something about it. Feels not right to be here.
Well,
I just know that fucker. I just know that big green fucker took all my money. Somehow.
I don't think anybody is ever ready, Aaron. But all I can give you is solace in the knowledge that you have accomplished something great and that your friends were successful in your mission. Speaking of your friends, she kind of looks towards one of the beautiful stained glass windows that are near floor level, and the window, which was beautifully lit to begin with in like some sort of evening light, the window gets brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter until it looks like the sun is present just barely outside the window. And she says, "It looks like you've dodged fate today, Aaron."
I have an uncanny knack for dodging.
Go to your friends, if you desire. It sounds like you have a lot to do yet. And tell your friend Gabriel that he shouldn't meddle around in my business a little. Not so much, please. That would be nice.
You have my word. Am I about to like step through or something?
Well, it's up to you. The window is just is glowing, and it's like it has opened up into a portal. And she says, "Before you leave, I want to remind you that there are 2 more places in the world that I still cannot see. And that is a place in the middle of the swamp, the black swamps of the Central Plains, just north. And then the mechanical city of Solaria at its center, I am still unable to see. Now, if it is your will, go and be with your friends. And be thankful that I don't have to convince you that it's really over, because it's not always fun." She smiles, and she bursts into a cloud of just separate ravens that fly in different directions. This room seems to get more fuzzy and indistinct, like the edges of it are turning into dust and clouds, and ushers you in the direction of the portal.
Excellent. Can I see if I can time it and do the motion one more time?
Yeah. You take a few long steps towards the window, and the world becomes bright. You suddenly feel very uncomfortable, and like your body is broken and in many, many places, and you cough a few times. The rest of you, Ortok, Atreus, Gabriel, hear Aaron rustle and cough and breathe for the first time.
What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, what? Oh. Oh.
Adam, be quiet.
What?
Be still. Be quiet. Don't make noise. Close your mouth.
And I just like pinch his mouth closed.
Be still. You keep doing it. Stop that. Good work, Gabriel.
It's like it's the first time he died or something.
Yeah, this guy here knows what's
Amateurs.
going on.
Amateurs.
Amateurs.
Those are rookie numbers.
That Shen comic with the two guys
Cody, you're
in the
muted.
pub.
So I gotta go, oh, it worked. And then I grab him and then I cast heal. So he's at 61 hit points.
Dang.
Neat. Yeah, I guess I can.
Or is it
save
60?
myself.
Hold on. I gotta double check my number.
It's just 60, right? Like even 60. It's insane. That spell is.
It's 70 actually.
Oh yeah, 70.
Well, that's nuts.
And it here's all the crazy shit it does. Also ends blindness, deafness, and diseases affecting the target.
Wow, he's very.
Please, doctor, will I be able to play the piano? Right. Is that my belt? Points at Ortok.
Would you wear a belt like this?
Aye. It's the exact sort of belt I would wear.
You know what? Maybe I don't like the way it looks on me, anyways.
No, it's terrible. It doesn't match your eyes.
It is hard to match.
You have no fashion sense.
It's true.
You have no fashion sense whatsoever. That's probably why you don't wear much clothing at all.
I'd also just like to be comfortable. If there was wear that you could be an athletic in, that would be nice. But I prefer to go topless. I'm sorry. This
Right.
is it.
Anyways,
I would like it better when you were not talking in the bag of holding.
you put me in the bag of holding.
Yes, and that was good for two reasons. One, we could carry you around without your dead weight. And two, we realized that at any point you fit in the bag of holding, whether you are alive or dead.
I could see how that might come in handy, but wait, you didn't revive me immediately. I wasn't at the absolute top priority list.
I'll point at the
Carry me around.
machine.
Aaron, you do notice
For
this.
fuck's sake, the machine wasn't going anywhere.
You see this room is now set aglow, and the room shakes just ever so slightly. Yakan, the elder elf, is propped up against one of the nearby walls. Still, he wakes up like for a couple seconds and then dozes off a little bit. He's a very old man.
Right. When he does notice, Aaron will just give him a formal elven bow. The teacher would not like if he didn't do that. Right. Does that right now, Gabriel? I owe you one. Thanks. Thank you from me. I do have a message, a bit fuzzy, but it's something along the lines of, she really doesn't like when you do that. I personally appreciate it quite a bit. So do it as many times to me as you wish. I'll talk her out of it. But, right. Maybe can your god talk to her or something? It's just not gonna, I don't know.
I could try to ask such a thing.
Sure. Why? The Raven Queen's just rather picky when people, don't die. Again, much appreciated from me. I wasn't ready. So, I'll be sure to buy you 2 more diamonds, just in case.
I sincerely hope I don't have to use them.
Diamonds?
But it is good you are
Right.
here.
I am glad to be back. Now, what came of did we destroy what's her face? What's her many
Yeah.
faces?
Oh, that reminds me. And I go, is there a skull of her left over, or is it just dust?
It's just her skeleton is left. It's just her body decomposed. Yeah.
I like the way you're thinking, Gabriel.
And I
Very
pick it up and I go,
nice.
we might need this. And I pick up her skull and I'm like, in case we have questions later, and I put it away.
Which is rather morbid. I kind of like it at this point.
I like it.
Indeed. Atreus,
And
I'm like halfway to your level. This is wonderful.
At least you don't need the ring.
we should relay basically real quick just what happened,
Yeah.
to everything that happened, so that he's up to speed. Okay, cool.
Indeed. And I'll talk about how they'll never get to experience like extra planar level champagne. But nice.
It was good. It was good champagne. Damn good champagne.
Good shit.
So I think we have an
Answering the
hour
important
left.
questions.
I'm gonna go up to Yukon and be like,
Yukon, how much time do we have left?
He looks at the altar and he says, "Couple hours."
Couple hours. Have you given any thought to how your people may react?
They'll deal with it.
Yukon
the only
2020.
They'll deal with it.
I know that many of them, at least some, still had the will in their hearts to fight. And I hope that perhaps the influence of this magical place and the influence that Inara here had over them, whatever it might have been, will vanish once we've crossed over.
If you should need anything of us when this is over with, feel free to find us. Also, you may find a partner in the Bolton Stronghold, or potentially Solaria. We can talk more about that later. In
I
case-
was in my sleep and meditation, I was thinking about what the next step is when we get the city back to whence it came. And that is
We're real good friends with the king of the Bolton Stronghold.
that is
Might
my
I be able
question.
to?
My question is, will you, he looks at all four of you, be diplomats to this quaint city in this world that we've been 500 years separated from?
We would be absolutely honored. I'll draw up the paperwork. You can name us official ambassadors of the city.
Aaron,
Small stipend, of course. Hi?
you need to rest.
There's politicking. There's politicking to be done, friends.
Show him the bag, Hortak.
Show them the bag.
Get in, go to your home.
I'm sure
Didn't
things
you
can
just,
be worked
like-
out. I'm sure they can.
Indeed.
But my first order when we get back is to attend to my people and get them up to speed and see what the effects will be once we return.
Indeed. If you need help in building and manufacture and just physical support to the city, we happen to be based in a dwarven stronghold. We might know a couple of builders who could, lay a couple bricks here and there. Also, we're in quite good with the king of Grigari. So,
We know many kings.
Yeah. right.
Well, you sound very established, and I am lucky to have met you. I guess now it's just time to wait.
Fair enough.
Right.
Ortok sets up by the barricade, awaiting something to happen.
Right?
Cool. With everything I've just been through, am I like healed from any exhaustion, or am I like?
You're very, very tired. You have like -4 to
Okay.
everything you do.
Yeah, so you have -4 to
Oh.
all ability checks, saving throws, and attack
Attack roll.
rolls.
It's
Yeah.
literally everything.
And then each
Okay,
day,
well,
you
I'll
get a
try
long-
really hard not to attack anyone.
And each day you get a long rest. You get to get one
Remove one of
extra.
those
So like
points.
tomorrow it'll be -3. Next day it'll be -2. Next day -1.
Awesome.
Yay.
Can't wait.
So
Right, then Aaron will starfish and
so you all wait the requisite few hours, and the energy in this room builds and builds, and it's almost like you can feel the energy in the air, like a bolt of lightning is going to strike nearby. Your hair like starts standing up a little bit. You feel like the static of the air building up. You can feel the pressure of it against your bodies, and each element on the altar glows to the point where you can almost not even look at it. And eventually you can see circling above the spire these ghostial versions of the elementals that you all have defeated: the Primal Tempest and the Leviathan, the large water elemental, Zaratan, the elemental earthen turtle, and the Phoenix, just circling the spire that juts out from the ceiling. And Yakan stands up. He looks to Ortok and Atreus. He says, I want to witness this standing up. Please help me. And he kind of grabs onto you and helps himself up to his feet. He says, it's been too long. Hang on, everyone. And he puts his hand on a nearby wall, starts entering the code into the altar, and then moves to push a central sphere in the middle. And he looks at everyone, and you see like this old wise man go from old, wise, and serene to just this immense grin on his face. He is very proud, and he just says, hold on, and he pushes the middle sphere. It lights up with this huge burst of light. All 4 elemental energy is getting released out into this entire area, and like the plane shift spell that, I don't know, was it plane shift that Gabriel cast?
Mm-hmm.
You feel this like immense like sucking feeling, like your body's being shoved into a small tube, and the entire
I wonder what that's like.
The entirety of the room seems to like compress, shrink, and suddenly your vision turns black. Burst of electrical energy getting sent everywhere. We do need to roll some dice. Who would like to roll the transfer d20?
Nobody.
What does that mean? Should I do it? I'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it means. I'll do it.
Probably you've got luck left in those dice.
1 second.
Cool.
You've done it. She's like, are you alive? Are you alive yet?
Bitchin'. Alright.
I'm back.
Do I add anything to it?
Nope, it's just a straight roll.
9.
9?
Yes.
Alright.
Woo!
What does that mean?
We
Only
all
one
open
lower.
our eyes and are seated at a luxurious
Oh, yeah.
table in a Gothic style mansion.
Alright, now I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Dun, 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 dun. Ah, yes, 3.
3.
Ortok the Wise.
That's good, right?
17.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
I
like
got
golf.
a 4.
Atreus got a 4.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Aaron also got a 17.
Okay.
Now it's the other way around. Cool.
Oh yeah, I suppose it is.
Well, at least they'll know what happened. Well, yeah. Well,
Okay. So,
Oh wait, Sorry, should I have taken 4 points off of that?
yes.
Okay, then it would have been a 13. Wow, math.
Okay.
Math rocks. They're hard.
Your vision goes black, and seconds later, this secondary burst of energy comes out. You feel your body like get uncompressed, and light returns to your eyes, and the energy of the room seems to dissipate into the walls. All of the various orbs and pipelines and things that are in this room suddenly go dark, and only the fires of the sconces in this room remain to light the area. Yakan stands there, barely standing, with a deep grin on his face, and he says, "It is done. Quick, let's go." And he moves towards the door.
So just to clarify, if we rolled under,
Oh, I
10.
gotta get to that. So, if you rolled
Okay.
under 10, you lost your memory of everything that happened in the Feywild this past time that you went there.
okay,
Not everything, just from the time that Gabriel took you back there.
all right,
okay, that's
So-
easier to catch up on, though, I guess.
yeah.
The last
Right.
thing you remember, we were all holding hands in a circle in the Alamo.
Yes.
All right, you guys. So we need to sneak in and find Yukon. I think where's Anara?
Oh no.
Oh no. This is.
Oh my God, is that?
Well, this plan is going.
You remember
Right.
Ortok? Yeah,
You already got
Ortok. You saved the entire Feywild. It's just such a noble sacrifice you did.
So the plan went
Fantastic.
according to the plan, and everything is good.
Well, the good part yet to be seen, but
That's the long and short of it.
I feel like perhaps we are. Are those the primal elements?
Do you seem to recall when I lost my memory
Oh yeah.
last time? Yeah. So right. Yeah. 2 and 2 make 4. Right? Yeah.
Math rocks. I can't do math without counting with rocks.
That's rocks. Ah. Well. That's fair. That's fair. Is all that's in your head, anyways.
So we teleported it back.
So
Rocks.
we
Did
teleported
we-
what's the
Do you
like,
you recall the
city.
plan?
yeah, we were gonna talk to Yukon, and we were gonna be like, hey, can we move the city again?
Right. And in a roundabout way, we did those two things. So we are back.
Okay. Where are we now?
in the city.
We are in
We're in the city. Where in the city?
the city. We are in the central spire,
Okay.
and the
It would-
city is in. Where are we? Where are we in the material world?
The
We're in the material
city
world.
should have
We're
returned
back.
to its anchor in the Forgotten Forests.
Oh, okay. Oh, I know where we are. Just point what you want me to kill. I'll just follow along. I'll take your word for it.
Why we keep you around? I'll fill you in on the walk home.
This was
we'll
a
need to just-
problem when we went. Okay, never mind. Okay. So Yakan goes to the door, unclicks the.
Aaron will help him along.
Oh yeah, you gotta like clear all this rubbish.
Who
from
did
it.
this to the door? It's art.
You
We have a story to tell you, friend.
You pull all the various bits of rubbish from in front of the door, unclick the immovable rod, and head upstairs. You walk outside, go out the front door, and see that it's morning. The sun is just rising over the horizon, and you hear the telltale sounds of birds chirping and just telltale nature sounds. But, however, you also see on the perimeter of the city basically a totally destroyed township.
That's right.
That
Wait, what?
Is this that town that we were the mayor of?
there's a mining town that was
Oh,
By the on top of the vampires
Spire.
cathedral.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Around
and
the
now
I
notice
was
that-
like, is this the one? Oh no.
just
So you notice that right next to the central spire now is that black monolith that you guys had investigated not in-game time, but 7 months ago, people
our home
time.
game.
And see that it has released some sort of energy and now is dimming. And you look around and you see many people exiting their houses. Some of them look a little sick. Some people like pale, whether it be elves or Eladrin or other fey creatures like minotaurs, fairies, pixies, that all kind of start exiting their houses, looking up into the sky, and instead of the Feywild ever afternoon magical looking sky with purple and pinkish clouds and the kind of cartoonish nature of the beauty of the Feywild, you see the natural blue skies with the white puffy clouds and the forgotten forests far on the edges of the large amazing city of Taviran. So I think that's where we're going to leave it off for tonight. It's a good place to stop.
The sun in a different place. Wonderful.
What is going on? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations, guys. That was a long
we did
time
it.
coming.
That was
That
a
was hard.
at least 7 month story arc. Finally finished. Holy crap.
mean,
and only one
now
of us
it's-
died, so that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, who knows what time it is actually? How much time?
that's true.
Yeah.
We
material
rolled
for
low,
Yeah.
so that's.
Good.
I think that's a good thing.
Hopefully
I think it
it's
stays about
month.
the same.
Maybe.
I would love
Who
it if
knows,
it was
man?
months. That would be fantastic.
We're gonna find out.
I was thinking, do the banks have like an
Interest?
buy notes? 'Cause I was thinking like if before we left, it would have been good to put like $1,000 in. And then
Dude,
come back 20
a,
years
like-
later.
100 years later.
That'd be hilarious, like a con wizard who like puts money in, goes to the Feywild for a few seconds, and just keeps doing that.
Just plane shifts. Yeah, just to
Right.
become.
Right.
For that
he writes
reason,
himself-
interest
yeah.
does not exist in this world.
Right. He writes like notes to himself, like just go to bank. Fine.
Yeah, in case he forgets his memory.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the only thing he keeps in his pockets.
Go to bank.
Amazing.
Okay. So that was
Uh,
fun. Good
Finally.
good stuff, Mitch.
Yeah, way to go. That was awesome.
I 100% forgot about the mining village.
Oh yeah.
Just plop the city.
On top of a city.
Now all we have to do is deal with the political fallout of putting a new economic power in the middle of nowhere.
Remember the elves? They're
Oh.
back.
They're back.
Maybe they'll all be
He was back again.
like sober now.
I mean, hopefully.
Good hope.
Guess who's back? It's the elves. They're all drunk. And they keep dancing.
It's
Um,
Alex the lion.
You can't fight firebenders with fun. You should try it sometime. What was I gonna say? Oh well. Oh, we could have, that could have been like depending on the time, it'd definitely be like an Avengers Endgame situation where the portals open and all these fighters come out. That would be fun.
All of these people show up. They're just like, what the fuck are you doing here?
We're here to kick ass, invent bubblegum, and then run
I
out of
thought it
bubblegum to
was
chew.
kick names and take ass.
Kick
Yeah.
him.
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I don't know why that one's so great. It's just awesome.
It is. But no, that's fantastic. Holy crap. And you know what? I think I hate the Feywild. I think I hate it. It must be
Yeah.
fantastic if you're the one who's the DM and just does whatever they want in the Feywild. This pixie showed up and it's OP and it's just trying to have fun.
I
That's
love
the
it.
Feywild, man.
I love it so much.
Power is best left alone.
Oh, you thought you left yesterday? It's 3 years.
Right.
You think you left? Guess what's real and what's not? We're back to the table, folks. You never got out of it.
That would be hilarious.
I had to keep my
This whole
lips
thing
so
was just
closed,
part of
Adam,
that.
because you were like, dude, that puzzle was really sweet, and I had a lot of fun with it. And it's like, just you wait. You're not done yet.
Every single moment something like that happens, you could just be like, and you're still in the puzzle.
No.
Yeah,
Like,
could
we'll
still
never
be in
know.
it. Maybe we're
You'll
still in
never
it.
know.
Maybe we're still.
We're still in it. Yep. We're gonna get to Asmodeus
Oh, yeah.
himself.
What if you
And
turned on the machine? You turned on the machine, and then you're like, oh, yeah, here we go. And then, poof, you're back at the thing.
Kick, move. Kick.
The
Move.
end of the
Oh my
campaign,
God.
and we all just wake up around the cube.
Yeah.
Oh
You're like
My
all like
God.
elderly around the cube,
Except me.
except you.
That would be
Gabriel's
right.
just
But
rusty.
there's like vines and shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
like vines and shit growing around
What
it.
the hell just
That would be
happened?
interesting.
Mm.
It's just one of those plot twists.
Plot
Well,
twist.
thanks everyone for tuning in. We had a
Thank you,
couple people,
Internet.
So, have a good night, everyone.
Oh,